Alright, finally live.
Woo!
Yeah. My neighbors keep their apartment so warm that it heats up my apartment and I end up just sweating my ass off here. Alright. Let me get the link real quick. Probably shouldn't be doing it on that screen. What? Oh, why did you instantly lock me into frog on the print? What the fuck? Okay, why? What? Oh, there it is.
Bobby, can you check that?
Yeah.
Ready to level up your life? Seeking adventure in the world of tech.
Excuse me? Why am I getting an ad on what?
Coding or cybersecurity?
Think.
I have fucking Spotify Premium and I'm getting an ad?
Yeah, I think the volume's good on the stream.
That's so weird. Hold on, I'm putting it on a couple of Discord servers real quick. Yeah, I think those are the only ones I want to put it on. Okay. Jesus Christ. Alright. So, you guys ready?
Yeah.
So, we're starting off with the title and then agreeing on if it is asshole or not. And then we'll go through and we'll read it and say if we still agree if it's asshole or not. I know we understand the rules. I'm just saying it for, the stream, the videos, whatever.
Sure.
Yeah. So, am I the asshole for making my 48 male daughter 11 female? Oh, he's 48. My 11-year-old daughter quit gymnastics because of a pedophile. Is he the asshole for that?
I thought we were doing that one last.
Oh, fuck, we are. Scratch that.
We can let everyone ruminate on that.
Yeah, we'll let it. I mean, yeah. What? Why am I not signed in? Weird. Okay, whatever. As long as it works. Am I the asshole for not telling my ex-wife the codes for her crypto wallet that we had since early 2023?
My first guess would be yes. You know, if it's her money or if it's shared money, even
Yeah.
she should be able to access it, right? So I would say yes.
I would say it depends on how it ended. But if it ended peacefully and this is just petty, then yes.
I'm gonna say yeah.
Yeah.
Saying yes.
So we're all in agreement. This person's an asshole. Currently.
Most likely.
All right.
Yeah, most likely.
So back in early 2023, we had bought some Bitcoin with a good amount. We had set aside when the price was around 24K. After a while, I found out she was cheating on me. Naturally, we divorced, went to court, and she, because her sister is a very good lawyer, managed to convince that I was responsible for the whole messy situation and wouldn't let me see my kids. Generally, as a person, hold on, I lost my place. Generally, as a person, she was always careless and only cared about herself. She consistently lost her phone, threw away food after a single bite, enjoyed fast fun and prosperity. What does that mean? Prioritized her own enjoyment above everything else. She also lost the codes to her Bitcoin wallet. Now she's asking me for them, and I'm not giving them to her. Am I wrong? So in this, he called it her Bitcoin wallet?
Yeah, it's hers that's kind of hanging
Yeah.
out here.
If it's hers and only hers, then yes, you are in the wrong. But if it's shared and she did all of that to you, then yeah, I would say you're fine.
Well, so Jace, so I think we mentioned earlier, just briefly, Jace and I mean, is legally who owns it is the thing.
Yeah.
If it's legally at least partly her money, then it's not allowed. Like he can't keep it from her, right?
Yeah.
So I guess that's kind of the question.
I feel like regardless of how messy the divorce is, if it's her wallet,
Yeah, if it's
then
her
yeah,
wallet.
you're just kind of being an asshole for keeping the login information from her.
Yeah.
And I feel like him kind of like, even if she is careless and whatever else he had pointed out there, that's not his, he doesn't have to worry about that anymore. They're divorced.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
He
would
can
just
give her the information, and if she loses it again, that's her own fault at that point.
yeah. I do think it's weird that he kept it in the first place. Like if it's hers, then why do you even bother?
I think if it's hers, then he doesn't need to give it to her. In the sense of it's her fault for losing it and she's a shitty person, she can go find it herself.
I mean, realistically, yeah, it's not like
Yeah.
she's entitled to him giving her that information.
Yeah.
Though if I was him, I would not touch the money and use
With
it.
Yeah.
his first sentence, though, it said like we had bought some Bitcoin.
Yeah, we bought
That makes me
Bitcoin
think
with
that
a
this
good
was like
amount
an
we had set
endeavor
aside.
that they went in together, which
Yeah.
means he may not have known the login information. He might have been the one to set it all up.
Though if it went in together, like if they did this together and all of that, like, and this is shared money, that should have been brought up during court and should have been split evenly. If this was something shared, then it would have been brought up in court.
Presumably, if the lawyer was so great as claimed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which makes me think it is an individual person's.
I think that's actually a fair point. If it's just her wallet and she treated him as badly as he claims, then I mean, yeah, she's not entitled to knowing. I mean, I think it's
She's
weird
not.
that he kept the information. That is kind of weird to me. Like, why?
Though, what if it's like Jace was saying, and he set it up so it's connected to his account, but it's her money or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
I mean, at the end, he literally says, "Now she's asking me for them, and I'm not giving them to her." That to me sounds like he's purposely like
Yeah.
withholding information that she has a legal right to.
Yeah.
In any case, this does seem a bit petty, I guess. Like, yeah, she treated you horribly, but like, it's over, right? Like, just it almost seems like it'd be easier just to give her the info and just
Yeah.
move on.
Be done with it.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with my initial statement that yeah, he's kind of the asshole for this.
I don't think I would be playing games like this if I had a nasty divorce. I just want it to be done. So I don't know if he's an asshole, but I disagree with what he's doing.
I would say there is not enough information to completely determine this. There's a lot of wishy-washy, like who said or whose ownership it is. So I would say in the information that we have, yes, he is an asshole, but I don't think he is in the wrong. Just with the information we have. But I am also an extremely petty person.
Yeah. On Bobby's side here, where I think he's kind of being a dick with this, but at the same time, you know, I would just want it to be done.
Yeah.
Like, just give her the information, and then if she loses it, then it's her fault.
Yeah, and then get rid of the information that, after that, get rid of it, so then you're like, wash your hands of it. Just because, again, I think that's so weird that he kept her credentials for her wallet after the divorce.
Yeah.
Like, did he want to use this as some kind of bargaining chip in the future? I don't know. It's really weird to me.
The only time I see this being a not asshole situation is if it is actually a shared wallet and majority of the credit was to him. Like, majority of the money spent was his.
So I've been reading through a lot of the comments. This was posted fairly recently, and a lot of the comments are literally like, you might want to ask your lawyer. In general, I think you should work out, am I the criminal before worrying about am I the asshole?
Well, yeah, that's the biggest thing. Like, go to prison over something as stupid as this.
Because a lot of people are pointing out that this is a legality issue.
This is something. Someone said he has no legal obligation to remind his ex of her password. Most legal advice would recommend changing passwords post-divorce. Unless he changed the password, thus denying her access. He's completely in the clear.
That's fair.
Another comment says, quote unquote, literally in quotes, we bought Bitcoin. That equals marital asset. It literally doesn't matter how awful she's been. You can't withhold financial assets.
True.
So he said her wallet. So what is it? Is it shared?
He said her, but then they say he said we, and it really depends on if it's hers or if it's theirs.
Yeah, that's the big question. If it's theirs, then yes, he absolutely cannot hold it from her. If it's truly just hers, though, well,
he has no legal obligations then.
That seems to be a lot of what the comments are saying, is like, you need to just consult a lawyer because we're confused about whose wallet this is.
Yeah.
I would say there are two answers. There's the answer of it is her wallet and he is withholding information, which, yes, he's the asshole, but I don't think he's in the wrong. And then there's it is a shared wallet and he is withholding the information, which still, yes, he is there is no way he is not the asshole in this situation, but I think there is more wrong being done if it is a shared wallet than if it is just her wallet.
Yeah.
Because if it's a shared wallet, that is a legal issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think even if it is just her wallet, I mean, she can just do the forgot my password and gain access back to the account if it's just hers. So, I mean, there's not really
that's what really bothers me.
No, you cannot. Not with a Bitcoin wallet. You lose the password, the coins are lost forever. So, no, that is not a thing you can do.
Well, then he's 100% just being a dick.
Like,
it doesn't matter what she did. That's a ton of money.
That
is stuff that she has invested. If he has the password for it, then he just needs to give it to her, in my mind.
That seems really fucking stupid, though.
Well, the way Bitcoin works, I mean, and this is just high level. I don't know a ton of details about it.
I have a wallet.
since it's decentralized, there's no company that you go to that like has all your account credentials. Like it's all hashes and algorithms and stuff.
It's usually on an app.
If you lose your password, it's gone forever. Like literally, no one will ever be able to access that money ever again if you lose your password. And that has happened to many people.
But it's usually, what? That's crazy. But it's usually, hold on, let me see if I still have my Bitcoin app because I had one.
I mean, let's say he was the one in the relationship that like kept all the passwords like in a document or in a password manager or whatever. Yeah. Whatever. He is 100% just being a dick by not giving her the password then. Because he knows that she doesn't remember it by herself, so he's withholding it.
No, he's 100% the dick. It's just more of in what case is he actually in the wrong? Though, like
yeah. Because he does ask at the end, "Am I in the wrong?"
Yeah, he's definitely.
He's not doing a nice thing. That's for sure.
Yeah. All right, next one.
Oh, here it is. Hold on, I wanna see if I can like find a way to access my Bitcoin wallet if I forgot the password. Whoa, why are you telling me to sign up, bro? Oh, I might I might actually have to cuz I don't remember my login.
I won't worry about that after the stream.
Yeah, that's something.
If you need to, you can put your password and stuff in the chat so you remember it.
Oh shit! Yeah, thanks, Bobby. I'm glad. But I can do that. Yep, got my password incorrect. So that's gonna be fun. Anyways, next one.
All right, I'm excited for this next one.
Who knew I would relate to the "Am I hassled so fast"? Am I the asshole for quote unquote convincing my friend I was gay? What do you guys think?
Am I the asshole for convincing my friend? Hold up, let me.
Am I the asshole for quote unquote convincing my friend I was gay?
Say yes.
I say, due to it being in quotes, it was not a purposeful act, and he is referencing what the friend said. And due to it not being a purposeful act, I don't think he's the asshole.
Yeah, if it wasn't intentional, like there wasn't intent there, then I think that's kind of important.
Yeah.
So I would say no, if there wasn't intent.
I'm just going to say, am I the asshole for convincing my friend that I was gay? Is a yes, you are the asshole.
Okay.
But we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
So, Bobby, what was yours?
If the intent is important. If this was unintentional and it was just kind of like a misunderstanding, then not necessarily no. That said, if this was like some kind of game, that's kind of
if he's just fucking with him, that's kind of addictive. Yeah. It also depends on the friendship, too.
Well, let's read it and find out.
Like, if I convinced Jesse I was gay, then I don't think I'd be the asshole. I think we would laugh about it. Anyways. So, I moved to a new city about a month ago, made a coworker friend, the only person I told here that I am dating a man. Okay. Well, she's a girl, I'm a guy, and we were all cool. Admittedly, I did think she was kind of attractive, but she had a boyfriend, and I was all in for the platonic friendship MacGuffins.
Okay.
I was hanging out with her and her boyfriend. Somehow the topic came up, and I clarified I was bi. They both got really pissed at me. I was confused. They said, I said I was gay. I told them I never said that. I just said that I had a boyfriend. Now my friend in the city went from 2 to 0.
I think it's pretty clear now.
He's not the asshole.
That was a misunderstanding, and they got upset about it.
Yeah, that's a miscommunication, and the other people are the assholes.
Yeah.
They're insecure about their relationship. Yeah.
You became a threat.
Yeah.
It's funny.
True, though. I mean...
But not at all. This is fine.
Oh,
the friends, quote unquote, were on a line here.
Yeah, no, they were the assholes. Okay. So we went through that one quick. That was a fast one.
It's nice
and
when they're clear cut.
Everyone in the comments seemed to agree too. So, all right, this next one's spicy. Huh?
I will be right back. Put a pause on the next story.
Okay. I'm gonna look at the crypto wallet, see if I can find out how to. There's a forgot password button.
With a lot of crypto wallets, there isn't. I know people have like lost their passwords and lost millions. So maybe you have some kind of special service, but that's not like a guarantee.
Oh yeah, I believe you. I believe you. Although this isn't really a wallet, this is a investment app. I never really used a wallet.
There's a difference there for sure.
Never really hooked up an actual wallet.
Yeah, so that's a little different. But yeah.
Oh, that's it? Oh, yeah, I knew exactly what my password was. Okay, maybe I didn't know what my password was? I wonder if I've made any money.
Keep your expectations low.
Oh yeah. Why are my assets 0? Huh. Well. I don't think this is the right account. Did it just make me a new account? Okay. Huh. Let me try my email. Oh, I didn't end up doing the fucking,
Alright, I am back. Next story.
I didn't end up doing the fucking thing for Star Citizen. I'm kind of sad.
This is so sad.
Actually, I think it's going on for a couple more days. No, wait, I just saw an email saying last chance.
Next story. Next story.
Next story.
Well, hold on. Give me un momento.
You know I'm an impatient bitch.
Right, there we are. Well, you're at least half of that. Am I the asshole for saying... Sorry. am I the asshole for saying my 11-year-old stepdaughter isn't allowed around my infant again until she gets therapy? No.
I mean, if this 11-year-old is deranged, no.
Yeah. Yeah. Just by the title, I think the dude's
siblings kill each other all the time. So I think this is acceptable if she's truly unhinged. But we need to see.
Yeah, I mean, look at Dessa and the unnamed cat. They're just not getting along so far. Anyways, yeah. So,
I am also going to say that no, you're probably not the asshole for this.
Yeah.
And that comes from personal experience.
Oh boy, you tried killing your sibling, huh?
Other way around.
Yeah, no, I know. This situation is harder than a normal situation due to us having full custody of my stepdaughter and her only seeing her bio mom once every 4 to 6 months. However, I have told my husband I'm going to stay elsewhere until he checks his daughter into therapy. For a bit of context, I have been involved in her life since she was 5, and we have had full custody of her for 4 years. I gave birth 5 months ago, and there has been... Wait, hold on. Can I do that? No, I can't. There's been things happening that I'm not okay with and never will be okay with. These things were not present prior to the baby arriving, so I know it's due to the baby. Such as she is in complete competition with the baby. I swear, I was tested for dyslexia, but sometimes I don't know. I don't know if the test was wrong or if I'm just dumb. Anyways, such as she is in complete competition with the baby based on looks alone. What? Like she will be holding the baby and say, "I'm so much prettier than you. You will never be prettier than me. You're just jealous that I'm the gorgeous one." That's fucking weird. Etc., etc.
Off the bat, this kid sounds like a psycho. Just gonna say that.
Oh yeah, for sure. It has a lot of mental issues that need dealt with. Oh, and it's all in a baby voice, even. When my daughter smiles at her, she looks at me and her dad and says, "See, even she agreed with me. She knows she will never be as gorgeous as I am." This sounds like a really shitty old Asian tale, you know? Like what's a good example? The one where the samurai ends up killing his daughter on accident. Like
this sounds like those the videos that you see of the super dumb Asian dramas where nothing makes sense.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. So I think I'm okay. Okay, so I've reached my conclusion. Fletcher is the asshole.
Oh yeah, always. Especially today. We have asked her why she feels like she's in competition with the baby and not for the normal thing like attention, but physical looks instead. And she always says things like, "I'm not in competition with her. There's no competition. I'm just gorgeous and need to make sure she knows." Holy shit, bro. The other thing is that I breastfeed, and nearly every time that she holds the baby, she comments on my daughter trying to nurse off her. What? Trying to nurse off her, like if my daughter grabs her shirt, she immediately saying things like, "She's trying to take my shirt off and get to my boobs." Okay. And makes comments to the baby saying, "You're being inappropriate. Do not try to take my clothes off. You're weird. Those are my boobs." And she's 100% serious. Like, she's really trying to accuse an infant of trying to strip her. I've talked to her about it. I've talked to my husband about it. I've talked to both of them at the same time. I've blatantly said that her attitude surrounding the baby makes me uncomfortable and untrusting. But apparently I'm blowing this out of proportion because it's not even a big deal. It is, though, to me anyways, because every time she's near the baby, because it's every time. But today I had gone out to the car real quick, and when I came back in, my husband told me that his daughter had the baby in her room. I go in to see my stepdaughter laying with the baby in a nursing position with her back turned to me. I walk in and ask what's going on, and she immediately acts disgusted and says she's trying to take my shirt off again, and moves away from the baby and physically pulls her shirt down. Big t-shirt that she had pulled up. Oh no. I grabbed my baby and started packing. Husband comes in and asks where we are going. I tell him me and the baby are going to stay elsewhere until he gets his daughter into therapy because of what I just witnessed and the fact that I don't trust her around my infant anymore. I told him I had tried talking to him and her both several times and I'm done talking. He gets her help or I'm not coming back home. He says I'm blowing this out of proportion, and he's sure that it wasn't what it looked like. I feel like my brain is devolving. Jesse, you might need to get the next one. And that I'm ignorant for being willing to take the baby away from him and his daughter during crucial bonding months. I told him if he had taken me seriously to begin with, then it wouldn't have come to this. He said, he can visit. She cannot until she's in therapy and working through her obvious issues. Am I the asshole? ETA, I start work here in 20 minutes, so I won't be able to comment as whatever. So basically, daughter's fucking crazy. And trying to breastfeed a child or like an infant as a child, and comparing looks to an infant, though they are a child.
I mean, yeah, it honestly sounds like the 11-year-old just has a lot of issues.
Oh, that's gonna help so much more. Sorry. Yeah, I think the 11-year-old needs therapy, and I don't think the person's in the wrong at all.
Yeah, the father's not taking this seriously enough, clearly.
Yeah.
Like, this is how a little girl grows up and has horrible issues and does horrible things, and the father's like, I could have never seen this coming. Oh, yeah. Like, dude, your daughter's fucked up.
Baby Angel would never do something like this.
Yeah, dude, your daughter's was fucked up. It was so clear from the start, you just didn't bother to do anything about it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's...
Now, I think once the daughter is in therapy and, she's getting help...
Yeah.
That I guess the wife in this scenario, the stepmom, needs to come back to the house with the baby.
Yeah.
Because if the daughter is in therapy and is getting the help that she needs, it's, in my mind, wrong to keep the baby away from the father.
I agree that it is wrong to keep the baby away from the father, but with the father not taking it seriously...
not taking it seriously, yeah, 100%. Yeah. Get out until he listens. Because that's a safety issue in my mind.
So we're all agreeing that this person is not the asshole, the father is.
Yeah, 100%.
Dad needs to understand between her being a tween and puberty and becoming more aware of her body, the hormones, and me. Yeah. Yeah, people seem to be agreeing.
All right, you want me to read the next one?
Yeah, because wow, that's a long one. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So the next one. Am I the asshole for not getting the hint to make my girlfriend dinner?
No. That's stupid. The fucking reading shit is... I don't know if it's due to current events or anything, but that stupid mind reading shit really pisses me off.
I mean, if you want dinner, mate, ask.
Yeah.
Literally just ask. I don't like... I think the games, that sounds like that would get old fast. So, no, he is not.
Yeah.
Literally just be like, hey, hun, I'm tired today. Can you go make me dinner?
Literally, that easy.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Boom.
I would say
free
that no, he's not the asshole here.
Yeah.
All right, my girlfriend, he's using actual names. Okay, my girlfriend Amber. I don't really know what S means in this
I think
scenario.
it's just saying 30s. Somewhere in the 30s.
Oh, okay. Amber, 30s female, came to my 30s male place after work a few nights ago. I actually wasn't expecting to see her since she had planned to drive for DoorDash, but she changed her mind because her period was rough that night. I asked if she was hungry. She said a little bit, but wanted to lay down for a bit. I laid down with her and cuddled and asked her how she was feeling. Everything hurts and it's cold, so I offered a massage, which she said, bleh, not right now. And I can't exactly remember when, but she said she felt a little dizzy, and that feeling like she could black out had only happened one other time when she was at work years ago. Maybe I should have been more concerned about this, but she said last time it happened, they couldn't find anything wrong with me. I guess I'm only sometimes human in a joking manner. She was very tossy-turny and slowly wrapped herself up in several blankets, so I made the, I thought, safe assumption to very gently spoon her and have my arms resting on hers. We do this all the time. This lasted a while with her still moving around a lot. At some point she turned over and said, "Why are you acting weird?" I was pretty confused by this and asked her to explain. She said, "I don't know, you're just really quiet." She didn't say anything else and just went back to laying down. More rest, 10-15 minutes, while I'm laying there listening to a stream I had on the computer. She once again accuses me of being weird. Why are you acting like this? Again, I'm confused and explain that I'm enjoying laying next to her and just listening to the stream. Once more, nothing is said about it. We make a little small talk, mostly about the job and the errands I ran during the day. She sounded tired, which was to be expected. It's been maybe 30-40 minutes since we laid down, and I asked if she was getting more hungry. She said yes, and I asked if anything sounded good. I'll add in here she has celiac disease and a soy allergy, so food options tend to be pretty specific, usually some fruits, veggies, rice, and meat. Excuse me. We cook pretty much every night, no fast food or microwave stuff. What do we have here? I didn't remember any proteins at the moment, later realizing there was frozen chicken and eggs. Well, after the fight had occurred. Okay, so there's gonna be a fight incoming, I guess. But did mention the leftover rice we had from a few nights before. You want me to just eat rice for dinner? I wasn't really sure what to say to this, explaining we had a few bell peppers and mushrooms to add to it if she wanted. She was quiet and just sort of sighed. More time passed, more tossing and turning, and then finally, okay, I'm just going to head home. She had done this during other disagreements/fights and had made it very clear previously to just let her go home when this happened. She hugged and kissed me goodbye and left. Shortly after got home, the text messages started. Can I ask you something? Do you expect me to tell you everything? I once more explained that I didn't mean to be weird and had no idea what she meant and thought she had just wanted to curl up in the blankets. It's not your fault. I'm to blame here. I was hopeful you could figure it out. I could be dying of pain and tell you that I'm hungry, but you want me to go in the kitchen and find stuff for you to make. You can't figure that out on your own. More back and forth ensued, with the solution being that I should have known to go out and buy groceries to cook something more substantial for her. And then these are, I guess, more text messages. Are you sure you want to marry me? If you don't care enough to get me food, if I'm sick. I want to point out that I did not know she was sick, just that she was having her period. I told you I'm getting blackouts and I'm in so much pain and you don't care enough to get me something to eat. We haven't talked in a few days, and when we've had fights before, she seems to simply imply it's a breakup before we get back together. I guess I'm asking if I'm the asshole for not going the extra mile to go buy groceries and cook for her when she's on her period, before I even knew she was also sick.
I don't think this person's the asshole. I think the girlfriend needed to communicate.
Yeah, I mean, if you can't ask your partner to like make dinner for you, then I feel like you're just having issues with communication in general.
Yeah.
Also, with this, when we've had fights before, it seems to imply a breakup before we get back together. That extreme red flag. Extreme.
Yeah.
and familiar. Yeah, no, you're not the asshole at all. She is, and you need to find a better woman.
I will say here, as the one woman in this group, that in a slightly different situation to this, where, you know, she would have expressed, like, I'd like you to make dinner for us tonight, like, I'm not feeling well, and he then, like, poked and prodded her of, like, well, what do you want? Well, what do you want me to put in it? How do you want me to cook it? Like, a bunch of stuff like that. To us women, we fucking hate that shit. Because that shows to us that you aren't independent enough to go and make dinner for us, that we have to baby you through it, and we hate that shit. And I think that, yes, she's the asshole in this scenario because she didn't clarify, I want you to make dinner for us because I don't feel well.
Well, not only that, but she expected him to go to the grocery store.
Yeah, expecting him to go get groceries.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that.
I mean, just order food out, like, if it's that big a deal.
Well, she has a lot of limitations to her eating, so that makes sense not to order food out. But also, she came in unexpected, uninvited.
True.
She was not meant to be there that night. He had no reason to be prepared for her to be there, to have food that she is able to eat there, other than the fact that they are together. He did have food there for them to eat. He even gave examples and, like, proof of that food and said, I could make you this. We can put this in it. Like, he gave options. He said, I can do this. Is this okay with you? And she threw a fit because there wasn't protein in it. She's the asshole. I understand that there's a lot of emotions and everything during that time, especially if you're sick during that time. I understand that, but that still doesn't give you the right to treat a person this way.
Yeah, I mean, if I were feeling like that, and, you know, I was laying in bed, and this was a conversation between Chris and I.
Yeah.
It would be, hey, I really don't feel well. Can you please either make or go get us dinner for tonight? Now, I mean, it's different for us because I don't have celiac disease or soy allergy. But it's a, can you please do this for us? And then that would have been the end of the conversation. It's the fact that she expected him to read her mind.
Yeah.
And then when he did and was like, okay, like, let's get something to eat. What do you want? And she's like, what do you have? I guess they don't live together. And then he then gives her options, and she just shuts him down. Doesn't stay. She literally, it says she was quiet and just kind of sighed. And then more time passed, and she just said, okay, I'm just going to head home.
Yeah, that's just
if you didn't give him an answer, if you didn't want to eat that, you know, there's plenty of times where I'll be like, hey, Chris, I don't feel well today. Can you please cook us dinner or something? And he'll be like, what about this? And I'm like, no, I don't want to eat that.
Yeah.
She could have just said, like, do you have any, like, chicken or eggs or something? Like, I think I need some protein right now. And that could have been the end of the conversation. She was kind of the dick here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I would agree.
There are no comments on this post.
Yeah, it's probably pretty new.
Yeah.
12 minutes ago. So, yeah, it's new.
You want me to do the next one, too?
I can try that. Well, Bobby, do you want to read it? You don't have to if you don't want to.
Why not? Why not?
Okay.
Which one is it?
It's the not donating money to my abuser's cancer treatment, even though I'm.
Oh boy.
Here, I'll read the title at least since I already did. Well, actually, no. That's your job. Go.
Where's the link? I'm looking for the link.
You should be able to see it as a.
I found it. It was like the longest link. Okay. Am I the asshole for not donating money to my abuser's cancer treatment, even though I'm rich?
No.
18-year-old? Oh, sorry. Yes, let's discuss.
Yeah.
Not really. He's not entitled to the money.
Right? Not at all. You owe your abusers nothing in my mind.
Yeah, yes. Exactly. If they're an abuser, you know, he can die from cancer for all that matters. Which is rough, you know, for him and his family. And
that's rough, man. I feel bad for you, but I don't owe you shit.
Yes.
She is not the asshole at all, in my mind.
Especially with how young. 18? And you're rich at 18? Yeah, fuck him.
Fuck him, yeah. All right.
Okay. I, 18-year-old female, have had to live with multiple relatives because my parents separated and I had nowhere to stay. I grew up with my grandparents until I was 13, and then I had to move in with my aunt at 14. Then I moved in with my uncle and his family at 15. My uncle had a wife, 27-year-old female, let's call her Karen, and a daughter, 1-year-old female. Since my uncle's job required him to live in a different city, it was just me and his wife and daughter living together.
Oh no.
When I moved in with them, my dad started paying half the rent and gave them money every month to cover my expenses. Half the rent, yes.
Wow.
Ever since my uncle left the city, Karen made me do all of the household chores. I did everything, from cleaning to cooking to grocery shopping and even laundry.
What the fuck?
And by the way, her daughter would poop her pants several times a week because Karen wanted to save on diaper costs, and I had to hand wash all of her daughter's clothes. I was 120.
What the fuck?
I was 125 pounds when I moved in, and in just a matter of 6 months, I'd lost about 45 pounds and was severely underweight. Let's think. What's that? 80 pounds? Whew.
Fuck.
She would sit on the couch all day and do absolutely nothing. She was also a stay-at-home mom. On top of that, she would beat the shit out of me whenever she was angry about her life. Her friends were making a lot of money while she sat at home, even though it was her own choice to stay at home. I would get bruises and sometimes even bleed, and I did nothing about it. I was scared of telling anyone because she would always threaten to kick me out since it was her house. But after 10 months of dealing with all of this abuse, I confessed to her that I don't even have any hope for the future anymore and that I wanted to die. She looked at me dead in the eye and said, "Well, go die somewhere else, because I ain't dealing with all that trouble." It was very hurtful, and I felt like I didn't want to live anymore. So I stabbed myself in the chest in hopes of having a quick, painless death. Since I did it at school in a bathroom stall, they found me and rushed me to the ER. Fortunately, I survived, and my dad moved me out of there. Initially, I couldn't live with my dad because he lived in a different country, and I couldn't go because my witch of a mother refused to sign the papers. Minors need consent from both parents. So when I finally got my visa, I moved to go live with my dad at age 16. In those 2 years, I worked on myself, getting my grades in order, working out, and building my own e-commerce-based business.
Hell yeah.
After 2 years in recovery, I am now accepted to my dream university, graduating high school with flying colors, and have managed to build a pretty toned body. My business has been doing very well that I bought a house for my dad and me, and currently have a net worth of $1.2 million.
Damn.
God damn, in 2 years?
In 2 years. That's
well,
nuts.
to go from trying to commit suicide to that, yeah, that's quite the turnaround. But continuing.
Trying, almost succeeding, and then in 2 years,
a millionaire.
A full
turnaround
recovery, defined body, worked on themselves, accepted Dream University,
and
a successful business owner with a net worth of 1.2 mil. Holy shit.
At the age of 20.
Not 20.
No, because at the start of this,
I moved to live with my dad at 16. After 2 years of recovery, she's 18 with a net worth of 1.2 billion. Remember, she's 18 in the post.
No, in this she's 16. At 16, in those 2 years. So by 16?
No, she's 18 as of this post being made. It says at the very beginning.
Gotcha. Yep.
Okay, but I'll continue.
16 to 18. Okay, yeah, continue.
I'll continue reading. I'm very proud of my accomplishments, and I'm genuinely happy. Recently, my uncle reached out to me asking if I could help with Karen's medical expenses. She got diagnosed with some sort of cancer. I didn't bother asking. He told me that he saw my social media. I gave him finance tips, and my Instagram reflects my lifestyle. And he asked me if I could please help Karen, otherwise Karen would die, since they didn't have enough money. He told me that the whole family has been contributing, and it's my duty as a family member, and said that I owe them for letting me live with them for a year. I told him absolutely fucking not, and that I don't owe them anything.
Damn straight.
He said that all that she did to me was in the past, so I told him that she too will be in the past soon.
Damn!
God
damn!
A lot of people are saying that I shouldn't hold any grudges and that I should let go of the past. But I almost lost my life because of that witch. I genuinely don't care if she lives or dies. So, am I the asshole?
Nah.
And here's some edits.
All right, wait. Let's analyze first, and then we'll look at the edits.
Okay. So basically, it seems like she moves out, she gets rich, turns her life around with no help, despite all that she endured thanks to Karen.
Yeah.
She turns her life around, is doing well, and now that Karen's sick and the family seemingly thinks that she owes them, despite her life being hell. So bad that she was driven to suicide.
Like, they let her live there, like, rent-free. Her dad paid half of their rent, gave them money to cover her expenses, and she did basically all of the household chores.
Yeah, there's...
No,
she literally didn't owe them anything and got abused on top of it.
Arguably, they owe her for ruining her childhood.
Yeah.
Almost killing her. But that's neither here nor there. All I'm saying is no, there's no reason she should have to share her money.
You guys got to read the edits. I'm gonna be honest. I couldn't help myself. I've read a few sentences out of them.
Bobby, go
read
ahead
them out.
And read the edits.
Edit 2 is fucking crazy.
Edit 1. Okay, so people think I'm lying, which is fine. You don't have to believe me.
By the way, Bobby, if you did an SCP podcast, I would listen every fucking day.
Oh my god, right? I was just thinking that.
Really?
Yes. Like the way you read
got,
these
the
out.
Perfect, narrator voice for like a creepy podcast.
Yeah, it's like slow and monotonous, as well as like you sound like you know the entire story as you're reading it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. But yes.
Yeah. Anyways, continue.
Yes. Which is fine. You don't have to believe me. But I'll give you guys more context. I was born and raised in a third world country, and child rights aren't a huge deal there. There's not a lot of awareness when it comes to children's well-being, and it is totally acceptable to hit your kids, but never to the point of making them bleed. As to my parents' situation, my mother left me and dad to go be with another man. Since my dad was doing his PhD in Canada, he couldn't just leave everything and come be with me, which is why I grew up with relatives and family. My mother did not want to give consent for me to come to Canada because she was scared she might have to pay child support. Her current husband did not know about me either.
What?
She finally gave in when she heard that I was in a hospital for self-harm. Hope this clears the air a little. Okay, edit 2.
I read ahead, I gotta admit.
When I said I stabbed myself, I did not have the strength to do it with my own hands. So I put the knife on the floor, pointing upward, and jumped on it from the toilet seat. It didn't come out from the other side because when I jumped on it, it shifted in the direction, which is probably why I survived. And as I said, you don't have to believe me. I didn't have your typical picture-perfect life.
Dude, that's...
Oh, boy.
That's just... We should have left this one for last. Holy shit, bro. Oh, my God.
Yeah, this is pretty intense.
So this is the one that you take little, like, clips of?
Yeah.
To post as, like, shorts?
Bro, that's just fucking crazy.
So her real mother didn't...
reading the net worth of 1.2 mil, and we both just go, damn!
Yeah.
It seems like her real mother didn't care about her that much if she was, like, not even willing to tell the other guy about her.
Yeah.
Her daughter's existence was a secret to this new man because she was, like, afraid it might change things.
Her daughter's existence was just a financial burden to her.
Literally. That was their whole paranoia with, like, no, you need to live with this abusive woman because I don't want to deal with potentially having to pay money.
Well, I doubt she even knew the situation. If the mom is like that, I doubt she even knew the situation.
Well, maybe she knew.
I mean, the OP poster here had said that she didn't tell anybody.
Well,
happening.
I think everyone but the dad is in the wrong here. I think the dad is the only good one.
Well, yeah. If the rest,
I can't really blame the dad here at all. If he didn't know what was happening and he was thought she was safe with relatives off doing his PhD.
Yeah.
I can't blame him for leaving her there.
Well, not only that,
he was in a whole different country, right?
Not only that, afterwards he tried to get her. He tried to get her where he is, but he couldn't.
And then as soon as she is with her dad at the end, her entire life turns around and she's suddenly super rich.
Yeah, he seems like a genuinely good guy. So I think, in any case, it seems like for the rest of the family who was around and such to then point at this woman and say, you need to give up your wealth to this woman who basically almost killed you.
Bro, someone in the comments is like, I knew none of it happened as she said she stabbed herself in the chest weighing under 100 pounds. Bro, it's possible. What the fuck?
The replies to that reply say, yep, and their edit just made them sound more ridiculous.
Yeah, fucking people, man.
I mean...
Yeah, the edit was great. How did she get the knife to stand pointing up, then jumped on the knife from a toilet seat? Did she do a flying jump with her arms?
Bro, if you want to be really petty, donate a good sum to a different charity in her name. That's what someone said. I love that.
Now, she said she's from, like, a third world country, right, at some point? I could maybe see why her, like, relatives and the other people in her life maybe think she's the asshole at this point, because families tend to be... Like, in other countries, it's much more, family is everything regardless of what happens.
Yeah.
I can see why they think she's the asshole in this point.
Mm-hmm. There is a correlation that's been found. The more wealth they have, the less family-oriented you tend to be. So yes, it makes sense that if her whole family's very poor, and then they see she's moved to Canada and she's a millionaire now, and it's like, she won't even look back and help us back in this country, whatever they're in.
I think it's also, though, when you get into a lot of money, a lot of family shows up, just out of the blue. It's like, hey, I deserve that. Because
another thing is dependence. Like, if you're rich, you don't need your parent. You don't need to rely on your parents for like help, right? Oh, yeah. So why put up with their bullshit if they annoy you or piss you off?
Yeah, but that's the thing is she still hung out with her dad. Her dad was chill,
Well, and I'm drawing a line between her father and the rest of the family.
Yeah.
Too, just to be that clear. Like her father again seems like a good guy who cares about her. The rest of the family seemed rather indifferent.
I entirely think that the dad is the only person she should stay in contact with.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, he's the only one who cared, so I would agree.
Yeah. All right.
So yes, I think we're in agreement. She is not the asshole here.
Yes. I need to pee real quick, so...
not allowed.
Too late. I'm already doing it. No, I'll be right back.
Oh, have you seen the second to last comment, Jace?
The second to last comment? The United Fig 6519?
No, not the asshole, but send a ridiculously small amount, like $100 Canadian.
Oh, the one that he was pointing out?
Did he talk about this one? I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. I must have talked over him or something. But yeah, that's funny. Like, yeah, here's some money.
No. I don't know if it says this because I can't find it, but you need to do the super, super petty thing of sending a currency in which it looks like you sent a really large amount, but then when they convert the currency to, like, the currency they could actually use, it's like $2.
Yeah, like I don't know. There's a lot of currencies.
Zeros come in and they get super excited, and then they find out that it's like literally nothing.
There's a lot of currencies in the world that are like that, so I think that's a fine plan.
I went and acquired a loaf.
You got miso?
Yeah, I did. He's a baby, huh? He's a sick little baby. Ow. Mom needs to trim your clothes, huh? You getting them sharp little kitten mittens. What are you doing? Can't believe he's pissing. He's just leaving us here to talk to his stream.
Crap. You want to play Helldivers after this?
Yeah, definitely.
I'm going to tell David. Jace.
Yes.
You should post your social security number on the internet.
Should I?
Yeah, I think that'd be a good thing.
Say it out loud for the stream.
Yeah. For anyone who's watching, give them a little reward.
Yeah, I got that classic 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 4.
That's kind of lame. Mine's 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1.
Damn, really?
Perhaps.
Oh fuck.
Oh god. Chris just got on EU4.
Oh, please tell me you didn't.
Oh no.
So did David.
Oh. Disappointing.
Alright.
Got Kalista.
You guys ready for the next one?
Who's reading the next one?
Jumbio Iko.
You know, I'll read this one. Because I'm kind of curious about this one.
I want to read the boyfriend one.
Okay. Bobby, do you want to choose your next one?
Well, so are we going in the order that they're posted, like the?
We're doing.
I think we should each do one more.
We are doing. Well, there are 5 left.
True. But we've also been doing this for a while because these were taking longer than anticipated.
Yeah. I'm getting a little tired.
We each choose one more to do.
Okay.
Yes, that's fair. So you pick your first, Fletcher. Is your stream?
Do you want to do the last one?
Nah, I don't really care too much about that one. Oh, this is hard. Bobby, you choose.
For you?
No, for you.
Oh. Well, I think the "Am I the asshole for refusing to have sex with my boyfriend" sounds pretty funny, so I think I'm gonna go with that one.
Okay.
Oh, I took that one already.
Oh, you. Oh, okay. Yeah.
I said I wanted the boyfriend one.
Oh,
my life.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, life ruined. So fair enough.
I will do the last one if you want that one, Bobby.
No, I don't care. It's fine. So if you, which ones are available? Sorry.
There's.
Okay, we've got.
Am I the asshole for not letting my daughter give money to her sister who is an affair child? Am I the asshole for telling my stepkids I'm not their mom? Am I the asshole for being mad at my wife that my mom didn't get to see our baby? And am I the asshole for making my 11-year-old daughter quit gymnastics because of a pedophile?
Because of pedophiles.
Multiple, sorry, yeah. Multiple
Question
pedophiles.
mark.
I'm gonna do the one before the last. What was that again?
Am I the asshole for being mad at my wife that my mom didn't get to see our baby?
I'll do that one.
Okay. I don't know. I can't decide. Like these 3 are kind of the toughest.
Do the pedophile one. I wanted to know what that was about.
That one seems like the craziest, at least by the title, I think.
I mean, but I really want to know about the stepkids. All right, fine. I'll do the pedophile. Am I going first, or who's going first?
We're gonna do a pedophile.
Yeah, you know, my name is it starts with a P. I shouldn't say it on stream. Doing a pedophile. Yeah. Sorry. Anyways, go ahead.
Well, how about I go first? Sound good?
Yeah, go ahead. You're the being mad at my wife about our baby, correct?
Yes. Am I the asshole for being mad at my wife that my mom didn't get to see our baby? So I'm 32 and my wife is 30. Oh, sorry. Yes.
Yeah. I think so. Or no, I think that you're not the asshole for being mad about that, as long as the mom is not psycho.
I have a feeling that this guy is probably the asshole.
Yeah.
For the simple, sheer amount of stories that I hear about
crazy moms.
The mother-in-law trying to have controlling aspects over the baby.
Yeah.
And over the wife. And the husband just being okay with it, and the wife trying to make boundaries and him not listening to them.
Yeah, that sounds like a real possibility.
He's probably the asshole, but we'll see where it goes.
Yeah, I'm going with Jace on this one.
I think with the details we have, he is not the asshole. But I do agree with your statement. Yes, if it goes that direction, then he is 100%.
To me, you wouldn't just stop the mother from seeing the baby for no reason.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So to me, that implies there's something nefarious about it. But we'll see, I suppose.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. So I'm 32, and my wife is 30. We got married 2 years ago, and recently had our baby boy 6 months. This child was an accident since we had so much going on in our lives, with her family being sick and mine as well. So the problem started when she said she didn't want visitors for at least 3 weeks, which I was fine with, since I knew his immune system wouldn't be developed. So at 3 weeks, he went to see her family. We drove there, it was less than an hour, and he got to see his grandfather. Her mom died, on her side, and her sister who passes away recently from cancer. So by then, he was 5 weeks, and I wanted to go by my mother and family before my leave was up. So we ended up not going for some reason. So then, when he was about 8 weeks, we tried again, but my wife said she didn't feel like making the drive, and she didn't want me to take him alone out of town yet, since he needed someone back there by him. 3 weeks after that, her sister died, and we traveled there to the funeral. My mom got sick again after a week, and she said that she had something wrong with her heart, so me and my siblings went to help her. She got out of the hospital, and my brother was taking care of her. When he was 5 months, I tried to take him to go see her, but she said no, and that she didn't want him around someone who was sick. I told her that her sister had cancer and that he was around her. She got mad and locked herself in his room. A few days before he turned 6 months, my mother passed, and I went to the funeral. My wife stayed home and took care of our son, and I wanted to be alone for a while. I got myself into therapy, which I didn't like, so I quit. I stopped talking to my wife because I was angry at her. She couldn't understand why, and she said it was a shit reason to be mad at her. So she stopped talking to me as well. For people who are going to ask what their relationship was like and what it was like with my whole family, my mom welcomed her into the family, but my wife tried to act like her daughter, and my mom didn't want that, as she said she only had one daughter, my sister, who died when she was little. My wife got angry that she wasn't treated as my mom's daughter, and she didn't consider her one.
That's stupid.
I explained to her that she considers you a daughter-in-law/friend. That was a few years ago, and they have been civil with each other, and my mom even bought a lot of stuff for the baby and my wife during her pregnancy. So, am I the asshole for being mad that my mom didn't get to see our baby? Also, sorry if it makes no sense. I've been up with the baby most of the night.
Not the asshole. No. The wife is shitty.
Yeah, I'm also gonna say that no, he wasn't the asshole here.
Yeah.
Now, if he would have provided the context about it being something wrong with his mom's heart, and it was just my mom got sick again, then I could maybe understand that. Yeah, no, if your mom is sick and we don't know what's wrong with her, maybe don't bring our newborn son around someone that could make him sick. But if it was something with her heart, I seriously doubt it was something she could have given to the baby.
Yeah, especially since he compared it to cancer. His mom ended up
dying without ever getting to meet her grandson. Like, that's fucked up.
Especially since he compared it to cancer. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, none of these were transmissible diseases from the sounds of things. So, like, there was that's not really a valid excuse that they were sick.
And not only that, but the mom got sick and then got better. And the wife still said, no, I don't want to do that trip. Right after she got better.
So it was a lie. Yeah, she just, for whatever reason, she just didn't want to go. And she was just using whatever excuse she could pull out of her ass. So I'm with the guy here. For whatever reason, the mother just was being stingy with the baby. And, I mean, she could have gone once and it would have probably been enough. But she didn't even do that. So.
Yeah. I say she's the asshole, not him.
Yeah.
The comments say the comments say he's not the asshole, not the asshole, but get back into therapy if you don't want to resent your wife for this the rest of your life. Yeah, this guy is a walking red flag. When he can blame his wife, he spills all the details. When he can't, it's simply something happened. He dips on therapy because...
Where does he say something happened?
Yeah, that's a good question.
He does say at the very beginning, I wanted to go by my mother and family before my leave with us was up. We ended up not going for some reason.
Yeah.
He needs to stop lying to himself and get therapy.
Yeah, at no point does he say something happened. Like, here, let me even...
Yeah.
I'm literally doing the fucking Control F. He at no point said something happened.
Yeah, it seems like maybe someone misread. I will admit he didn't word things that great in a lot of parts of his story, but still, But
he had a lack of sleep, and is going through a lot. What can you expect? You know.
So in any case, I don't think he's to blame here.
Yeah,
for any of this.
With the details we got, I don't think he's to blame at all. All right, Jesse, you want to go since I have the pedophiles?
Yeah. All right. Am I the asshole for refusing to have sex with my boyfriend?
No.
I mean, no. Consent matters, and being in a relationship doesn't mean you're just meant to satisfy that need. It's not. So no.
I'm gonna automatically say no. If I ever refuse to have sex with Chris, I would not be the asshole in that scenario.
I think we should also judge based off the TLDR. Boyfriend won't let me finish, so I don't want to have sex with him now.
Oh, he's the asshole.
Yeah.
Not even that he can't get her to finish, but he won't let her?
Yeah, no, that's not okay. Yeah.
That's so fucked. Okay, I'm gonna read it.
Yeah.
We got the TLDR. So female 19, and my boyfriend of a year, male 20, only a year, okay. Long enough to be in an actual relationship, in my mind. I mean, at 19 and 20, a year would be you are full-fledged boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah, I'm just.
If it was 3 or 4 months, I'd still be like, you're kind of just dating. Been together for a year. Typically, have a good sex life. We usually have sex anywhere between 4 to 7 times a week.
God damn,
I know it seems like a lot, but that's just how we've always been. I love this man so much, and he loves me too. Okay, you're only here.
So something I heard, I think it was from a comedian, but it seemed really fitting. Is he, when he got in relationships that seemed to revolve around sex like this, he would just quit. He'd be like, "Hey, we're gonna take a week where we don't fuck. Just a week.
And see if the emotion stays."
Yeah, and it always crashes.
Yeah.
Because if you're having sex that much, it's a relationship designed around sex.
Yeah. All right.
Sorry.
I love this man so much, and he loves me too. Apart from the issue I'm about to discuss, he is what you would like to call the perfect boyfriend. That doesn't exist. He's affectionate, attentive, buys me little gifts, takes care of me when I'm sick, etc. Okay.
Yeah, I mean.
No offense, that's kind of the bare minimum.
I mean, I was that.
Buys me little gifts.
I was that, and I got called toxic. So I.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to make it clear to people I do not want to break up with him. I just want maybe some advice and to know if I'm in the wrong in this situation. So about a month ago, we were just having sex as normal. Usually, if we're in a position where he can reach, he will touch me whilst also having sex so that I can reach orgasm farther. I'm not someone who can climax from penetration alone. Fun fact, that's 65% of women.
Makes sense.
Just a little tidbit for the 2 boys in the call, if you're not.
I mean, it just genuinely makes sense, though.
Yeah. I told him I was about to finish, and he just stopped. He told me he wanted me to beg for it, and that I found it cute and hot at first, so I went along with it. Okay, I mean, I can get that, the begging can be hot. But then he said he was tired, and he would finish me off later, but he didn't.
Nah, bro.
No, you can't have her beg for it and then not get it.
Yeah, you can't. You can't be like, beg for it. And then she begs, and you're like, later.
I'm tired. Fuck no. That's already... I would be so fucking pissed. Okay. Ever since then, he keeps doing the same thing. It really frustrates me because I'll be getting to the point where I'm gonna finish, and then he just stops at the point, and I don't even want to have sex anymore because it feels like he only cares about his own pleasure. I told him I didn't like it, and that if he can't be bothered to finish me off, then don't bother even touching me at all. What's the point in starting something you can't finish? I never tell him midway through sex that...
I don't even know.
I'm just gonna read it as is, that I CBA and I'll finish him off later. Maybe it's I can't be bothered?
Midway through sex. Okay. I don't know.
I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean. Okay, and I'll finish him off later, only to then fall asleep, leaving him unsatisfied. He listened, but then did it again the next time we had sex, so I told him to stop. I then told him I will not be having sex with him until he learns to value my pleasure as much as his own. It's been 2 weeks, and he's now accusing me of not being attracted to him. Okay.
CBA's can't be asked. So yeah.
Okay, so just kind of what I thought. The can't be bothered. He listened. Where was I?
I'm very attracted.
Not being attracted to him. I am very much attracted to him, but I feel like what he's doing is just making sex very boring and unsatisfying for me. And then this is in quotation, or not quotations, parentheses. I also enjoy sex when he isn't touching me there, penetration only. The only reason I say it makes it unsatisfying is because he gets into the rhythm of touching me, and then when he stops, it completely throws it off and makes it difficult for me to enjoy it the rest of the time. I guess what I'm saying is, am I the asshole for refusing to have sex with my boyfriend? There is an edit, and I'll read it after we discuss.
I don't think she's the asshle.
No, I mean, sex needs to be a two-way thing. If she's not enjoying it, then he's not entitled to it, right?
Yeah, he is treating her like a sex doll.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yes, more or less, yes. Which is not how you treat someone you claim to love or, date, right?
I mean, if you're in that type of relationship where, like, that's the shit you're into, that's one thing.
But she's clearly not.
But she's not, and she's asked him to stop, and he keeps doing it, and that's really fucked up in my mind.
He's not the perfect boyfriend, like she says.
So here's the edit. I've been reading through your comments, and I will reply to as many as I can, although I did not expect this post to get so much attention. Ha ha ha. I just want to address one thing that seems to be a reoccurring topic in the comments. I swear this is the only issue we have in our relationship. I'm honestly just as confused as the rest of you. Maybe. He is such a sweet person to me, hand on heart. This is why I don't want to break up. I'm going to try to talk to him properly and let him know what I'm feeling when he comes back from work today. I just wanted people to know that a breakup is not what I am looking for. As someone who has been the victim of an abusive relationship in the past, this is not it. It's just one situation that's gotten a bit out of hand and needs some addressing. But thank you so much to all of you who have been so nice with your advice. It means the world.
I really hate how quick people are. Like, personal experience, recent experience. I really hate how quick people are to go, hey, you're having an issue with this person that you love. Just drop them. Just stop talking to them. Just break it up. Just stop. It's not advice.
In long-term relationships, breaking up is, in my mind, always the last resort. And Bobby and Ty talked about this before the stream. You always need to try to find a way to work out your issues before, like, breakup is last option.
Yeah, exactly. So we all agreed she's not the asshole. Her boyfriend is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bobby?
Yeah, I mean, of course. She's communicated. He's not playing ball, and she just needs to put her foot down and make it clear. This is, no more.
I love this comment. Not the asshole. Boy is playing stupid games, gets stupid rewards. Not the asshole. Just ask him directly why he thinks you'd want to continue having sex with him when he has shown you repeatedly that he doesn't care that you finish. Where did that go?
Simple as.
There it is. Agreed. This is either some stupid power play he read on some manosphere website, or he discovered a new kink for him. Ignoring her wishes in such an obvious way is a great way to bring a relationship to an end.
Yeah. He's the asshole. For sure.
Yeah, I don't think anyone in the comments has said that she's the asshole in this scenario.
Because she's not. There's no way to look at this and think she's the asshole. Although, I say that.
If you were an asshole yourself, you absolutely could. But, like, any reasonable person who thinks that both are equal in their relationship, there's...
Yeah.
All right, I've got two comments here. A lot of people are like, it's a kink, but the problem is both of you have to agree to the kink.
Yeah.
And then this one person, I just find this really funny. It says, not the asshole. He fucked around, though not well, and now he's finding out. And then someone replied to that and said, I just want to echo you. He did not fuck well.
Yeah. I sort of understand the, like, getting them pent up, but doing it past the point of them not being comfortable. Like, I mean, you shouldn't do it at all without, like, discussion. Being like, hey... like, it turns me on when you get pent up because you act like this sort of deal, and like coming to an agreement. That's fine. But if it becomes a discussion of, hey, I don't like being pent up, you need to stop this, like, I'm not doing this anymore, right?
Yeah.
Once it gets to that, you need to stop.
Yeah.
I will say the pent up stuff can be fun. But doing it to this degree is not okay.
Consensual sex is hot sex.
Yeah, exactly. It's the only sex. All right.
Last one for the night. Yeah. Last one for the stream.
Am I the asshole for making... he is 48 male. Am I the asshole for making my daughter, 11 female, quit gymnastics because of pedophiles? No. No, you are not.
I mean, is he talking like broadly, like there's just a lot of creeps out there, or is there like actual pedos in the community?
Yeah, if this is just him saying like, I don't want you doing gymnastics because you're in leotards and there's
if it's
they're gonna be looking at you like, you're kind of just being a dick.
Yeah. But if it's like
specifically
your coach is trying to touch you,
then that's a whole different scenario.
Yeah.
But even then, we're going to find you a new place to do gymnastics, not quit gymnastics.
True.
So I'm going to say that he is the asshole because there's a different solution than just making her quit.
You know what? I have to agree with that. You should be trying to find another location, yes. So he is an asshole if they are not trying to find another location.
Yeah. Also, this does have a trigger warning for sexual exploitation. Exploitation. I can't fucking speak. Of
exploitation
minors.
Of minors. Trigger warning. Sexual exploitation of minors. If I remember during the edit, I will try and put that in before I even read the title.
Well, let's fucking get into it.
Actually, real quick, before I forget, Fletcher, I know it's late in the video and you're probably sick of editing, but you should go back and do a counter of how many times we agree and do like a cool little like picture of our profiles and have like agree or have like asshole or not asshole under our names and shit for our votes. Just saying. That'd be cool.
Another little tidbit for Fletcher. Where did it go? God damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Another one of these posts that we have read has a trigger warning on it that you're going to want to put in the edit.
Yeah. Which one?
I'm trying to find it.
Oh, I should probably...
the sexist boyfriend has it as an SMW tag on it for obvious reasons.
Oh, yeah.
I would put a trigger warning on the one that had self-harm in it.
Yeah, I would definitely do that, yeah.
Yeah, that one doesn't have it directly on the post, but put that in the edit.
Yeah.
Alright,
anyways. Am I the asshole for making my daughter quit gymnastic because of pedophiles? Feels like I'm in a crazy town because my daughter is throwing a tantrum and my wife is losing her shit. But I'm not going to pay for lessons that I always thought were a bad idea when I've been proven right.
Okay.
The New York Times released an investigative journalism piece today about exactly how those parent-run Instagram accounts for your kids make money. And I am 100% disgusted. My wife has been running an unpopular account for my daughter and her gymnastics for the past 2 years or so. I was initially opposed because pedophiles, but I was assured time and time again that it was necessary for her future career. I have now been proven right, and I want my wife to shut down the account, and I am refusing to pay for further gymnastics lessons. So this is a lot different than what we expected.
This is really, I was expecting like my daughter's gym, like the coach is weird, or like there's dudes that show up and like watch the girls practice.
But a public child gymnastics, that's not okay. That one's not okay. I will agree with that assessment. Anyways,
let's finish it because I've got a lot of opinions that I need to unload here.
Yeah, I agree. My wife is upset because she likes the attention from running the account and from having a daughter that is mildly well known in our region for being good at gymnastics. Good for you. My daughter is my daughter is upset because she loves it sounds like the mom just wants it for herself. My daughter is upset because she loves gymnastics and that's where all her friends are. And because she thinks that thinks she has what it takes to do it professionally. Gymnastics / becoming a gymnastics influencer. I feel like this is an appropriate hill to die on. I do not want my family's safety compromised, and I have always felt uncomfortable with how revealing the costumes are and the entire culture around adults obsessing over children's bodies. But the house is in chaos, and I want a sanity check. Am I the asshole? Without the edits, I would say I would say the lack of communication is the issue. I would say there should have been an agreement made rather than just straight up pulling her out.
Yeah.
So I would say he is the asshole for the lack of communication. The lack of...
I think there's so many different ways that he could have gone about this, or different compromises that they could have made.
Like making it a private account or something, right? A private account.
I wouldn't necessarily say like making a private account, because if this is her trying to get on track to become like a professional gymnast, getting out there and being in the eyes of scouters and people that are going to choose her for teams is necessary.
Yes.
However,
but do they choose at 11?
Yes, they will start scouting people that young. But the mom being the one that has the control over the account, and the fact that she's deriving like that attention from it and everything, is very red flaggy to me.
It seems like it's all for the mom.
Yeah. And I understand where he's coming from with the costumes, because gymnastics, a lot of the costumes are very, very revealing. I've done dance myself. I understand what that is like. But there are ways where there are so many different things that he could be doing here. He can say, all right, she can stay in gymnastics, but we're shutting the account down.
Yeah.
He can say, okay, she's staying in gymnastics. You can keep the account running, but I want her to cover up more. Because
I don't know if that'd be an option, though, if it's in classes.
Performing, it wouldn't necessarily be an option. But practicing, she would have the option of wearing leggings and stuff in most scenarios. Not every scenario, but in most. And if these are like posts and stuff, then there's a lot of ways where they could be getting around this to make him more comfortable.
There are middle grounds that could be met.
There's a lot of middle ground here that they could be exploring, rather than just pulling her out of something that she seems to be very passionate about and very good at.
Bobby, what
and also saying? Where her friends
are. The mother is like really into the attention and stuff is kind of, for me, that kind of says it. Like the mother
she doesn't care about the daughters.
Well, like on YouTube, for example, I don't know if you guys know this. YouTube, whenever minors are in a YouTube video, I'm pretty sure like comments aren't allowed. Do you know why that is? Because pedos kept linking to the like certain parts of the video that would show the kid's butt or whatever.
Ew.
That's like how messed up the internet. Like posting pictures of kids on the internet is.
Yeah.
Especially because you like the attention that your child is getting you. That's. Yeah. I really.
That's like a Family Guy episode.
If the mother is just being adamant, like, no, I'm not deleting the account, then to me, like, the father, well, that was the compromise. Okay, you won't delete the account. The kid's not doing stuff anymore.
Yeah.
Yes. If it's the daughter doesn't care about the account, and it's just the mom fighting for it, then I think the mom's the asshole, for sure.
Yeah, 100%. I can understand really from the logistical point, not from the mom's point. I do not agree with her at all. The getting attention from the account and everything else, 100% red flag in my mind. I do understand the putting yourself out there as an athlete for scouters and such, but there's also ways to do that in a professional manner rather than your mom is running an account for you and she's getting a lot of satisfaction out of the attention she's getting from it.
For sure.
That's the red flag part.
Oh, okay. Edits. By unpopular, I still mean thousands of followers, just not tens of thousands like some of her friends. That's kind of creepy, by the way. My wife pulls in 300-ish a month from the account, not counting the quote-unquote free stuff. But it isn't free. She has to post photos of our daughter in the donated clothes from sponsors. That's kind of weird. That's kind of gross. Weird. Yeah. But also in gymnastics, that kind of makes sense if it is companies. If it's
companies?
If it's donators? It
doesn't say that.
Yeah, if it is donators, that's not. No.
That's fucking weird if it's just like one-off people. But if they're like company sponsors that are like, we want you to promote our clothing, that's a whole nother thing.
Of course, my thing is, this is a child. I don't think it's kind of like you're using your kid to like make money and get fame, and it just
all of that money should, if this profile is only surrounded around that child, all of that money should be going into an account just for that child. None of that money should be touching
their gymnastics career or to put them through college or whatever else.
It's like the
this is
YouTube
sounding much more like an influencer account rather than a professional account.
It's like the mother's trying to live through her daughter, and I really don't like that.
Yeah.
She tried to make the excuse at the very beginning. He said, but I was assured time and time again that it was necessary for her future career.
Yeah.
If it was truly to further her career in a professional account, he wouldn't have these concerns.
Yeah. And it seems very similar to the actually very recent issue due to all the kids growing up, but the situation where it was really big to record your kids on YouTube and make money off of them. It seems very similar to that. Which, I mean, kids now get money off of it. You legally have to pay your kids now a percentage of your earnings for those videos, which is awesome. But I think if the mom is keeping all the money and the mom is only keeping the account because of the cred that she gets and the daughter doesn't actually need it, then fuck the mom. Anyways, there's another edit. Edit 2. I have offered my wife compromises in the past. She can delete the account or she can make the account private. And under either of those circumstances, our daughter can continue gymnastics. Awesome.
That's exactly what we were saying.
Yeah.
Which was you need to either delete the account. Yeah.
As long as no one from her group posts her either. She has laughed those down each time and gaslit me and called me crazy. Now there is nothing but the nuclear opinion since my wife refuses
option.
Oh, nuclear option. Nuclear option since my wife refuses to stop the account as long as my daughter is pursuing a career in gymnastics. So, no career in gymnastics. I think the dad is in the right.
The wife isn't willing to compromise, so I mean, he did the only thing he could.
She fucking gaslit him.
I think
she laughed him down when he was trying to take this in a civil manner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She sounds like a kind of like a controlling bitch, but that's just my opinion. But the more and more that I read over this, the more it sounds, at least from someone that has done dance and stuff and has been in similar scenes to this.
Yeah.
This honestly sounds like the mom is trying to skew it. Like, this is going to be her future career and everything, but the daughter's 11. She probably just wants to go fucking do gymnastics because she likes doing it and she wants to hang out with her friends.
Yeah, 100%. And even if the daughter...
Now she's super fucking upset because she's like, what the fuck? This is my outlet. This is what I enjoy doing, and this is where my friends are, and now you're taking me away from that. I 100% understand being the daughter and throwing an absolute fucking tantrum.
I will say...
I would.
I would too, but I will say, like you said, the daughter is 11. I have not... I think I am the only person that I have known that has had a dream that they still pursue to this day, especially an unrealistic dream like this, that they still pursue to this day that they had when they were 11. I don't think I know a single, like, do either... what you guys wanted to be when you were 11, do you still pursue that?
No.
Jesse?
No.
Technically, yeah.
You wanted to be a tattoo artist when you were 11?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay, cool. Bobby, what'd you want to be when you were 11?
I mean, when I was a kid, the whole idea was I was going to become a lawyer. Obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, I went more engineering, and I'm glad I did. But yeah, my interests changed with time. So
yeah, exactly. The girl's interest is going to change with time, and
it doesn't say. It only says my daughter is upset because she loves gymnastic and that's where her friends are.
Well, it also says
she thinks that she has what it takes to be a professional gymnast / becoming a gymnastics influencer.
Yeah.
But I want to point out that says because she thinks she has what it takes, not that that's because that's what she wants to do.
Well, I would say that is implied because
I don't know.
As a kid, I always thought
I wouldn't imply that through that.
I would, because when I was a kid, I thought I had what it took to be a YouTuber, so I tried.
Yeah, but if you would have been asked, would you have been like, yeah, I think that's what I want to do because I think I have what it takes, or would have you just said, well, that's what I want to do?
Well, it depends on who's asking.
That sounds like the mom is maybe coaching her.
I agree.
What it takes to do professional gymnastics. Like, this is
what
you gotta do with your life.
Yeah, I completely agree that it sounds like the mom is controlling this situation. It sounds like the mom is kind of drunk with power in a sort of way. Yeah. So, Bobby, what's your idea?
Yeah, I'm just kind of... let's think. I think the girl should be able to do what she wants, but if the mother's gonna, die on this hill of, I'm gonna post pictures and videos and whatnot, and the father's against it, it's kind of the mother's fault.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
Like that's just. I wonder. It makes me wonder if there's like other issues in this marriage. Like if the it seems like a really silly thing to get upset to like disagree about and just put your foot down on. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't think it's a silly thing, but I do agree that there has to be other problems in this marriage. If this is like, I mean, she gaslit him. She laughed when he tried to come with compromises. There are problems in this marriage.
Yeah.
In any case, just focusing on this one issue. Yeah, I can't blame the father. He's not. I wouldn't say he's an asshole. I would say the mother. It's the mother for being difficult. It would just be. I mean, she's not even willing to compromise. So it's like her way or the highway. That's not really how marriages are supposed to go. So, yeah, that's my take.
It seems like the vast majority of people in the comments are on two sides. I've noticed that almost all of the ones we've read today, pretty much everyone unanimously agrees. It seems pretty split in the comments. Some people say like we understand your concerns. No, you're not the asshole, but you need to go about this in a better way. Just making your daughter quit is not the solution.
I will say though, those comments were probably put in before edit 2.
No, some of these are from a couple hours ago. And then some of them just say you're the asshole. Horrible precedent.
Well, it doesn't say
you're overreacting from one you're overreacting from one article, blah 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 blah. This one literally says, "You're the asshole. You're crazy. What's next? Homeschooled with a 20-foot wall around the house/compound because
Okay, that's dramatic. I will say, basing this entire thing around one article is kind of crazy. That is kind of crazy. But
it seems like he's had these concerns for a lot longer.
Yes, these are legitimate concerns to have as well. Also, you said hours ago, I literally just saw this number change, which is kind of funny. It was posted 7 hours exactly ago. So, and it doesn't tell you when it was edited.
4 hours ago. 7 hours ago, but some of the you're the asshole responses are from 6 and 4 hours ago.
Yeah, but again, it does
seem very split even with the edits.
But what I'm saying is it doesn't tell you when the edit happens. So edit 2 might have happened within 4 hours, you know? It could have happened within 20 minutes ago, sort of deal. Like, we don't know. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying those comments weren't or were. I just... grain of salt, I guess. But yeah. No, I don't think the dad was an asshole. I think the mom was, due to the laughing and gaslighting. I think that the whole situation should have been taken in a better way. As a pattern that we have seen over and over again with all of these, and a lot lately, the whole communication is the issue. It seems, for a lot of these.
Common theme in relationships, people not talking.
Okay, I'm reading a comment that looks like someone might have found this like chick's Instagram, like where this mom is posting, and it says the wife is making money off of this and selling pics of the daughter for gifts, getting outfits from followers, and then posting pics of the daughter in those outfits is engaging with pedos. If OP checks who is sending those gifts and following the account, he's going to throw up.
Oh my. Oh.
You can't really say I'm surprised. We're all aware of how the internet is. Everyone in this call. So, like, is that really a surprise when you're posting pictures and videos of a little girl?
That mom's terrible. And mom's a terrible, terrible person.
Yeah, I really think it just needs to be that he needs to put his foot down and say, no, this account is getting fucking shut down if you still want her in gymnastics. But then, yeah, if the mom
even
refuses,
without her in gymnastics, the donations are going to continue. The pedophiles aren't leaving.
That's also a fair point.
The mom's just going to start having the daughter do quote-unquote gymnastics in the backyard or something.
Yeah, I think he just needs to shut that shit down.
Yeah. He needs to report it to Instagram and be like, "Hey, this is my child. I don't want this content up there."
Yeah.
It's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah.
He knows the account's tag or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just fucking crazy, man. Cool. Well, we went through all of them. I think we actually agreed on all of them, didn't we?
I think there were a couple that I had said just based off the titles alone that I didn't think. So.
I think, but once we got
we
through,
all agreed at the end of all of them.
Yeah, I think actually there might have been one where I didn't agree with you guys. I don't remember which one. But yeah, I mean, we'll see. Hopefully, I do a counter.
I guess let's see if anybody in your comments disagrees with what we have to say.
Oh yeah, no. For sure. If you disagree with anything we had to say, please leave it in the comments. And
don't. I will cry.
Bobby will cry. So do it. We need bottled Bobby tears. But yeah, please leave a comment if you disagree. Give a like if you do agree. And if you want more of this, subscribe. Maybe enough subscribers and they'll continue to talk to me. We'll see. All right.
We need at least 5 subscribers to continue to talk to you.
5? What's the time limit?
Time limit?
Yeah. How long after the post do I need 5?
7 days.
God. All right. Well, you heard him. If I don't get 5 subscribers within 7 days, I lose 2 friends. So.
You're on his way to make 5 accounts.
Yeah. So it's all up to you guys. Leave comments, leave likes, and please subscribe. I